Hello, everybody. I'm Joe McGovern,
Hello.
awards reporter at TheWrap, and we are happy to have you all here for our 2021-2022 awards screening of Zero to Hero with director and writer Jimmy Wan and special guest Hong Ching, the real-life mother of the film's hero, So Wa Wai. And Zero to Hero is Hong Kong's Oscar entry for Best International Feature Film. We're going to show you the trailer for the movie and then get right into a conversation with our guests. And to our audience, please take part in the live chat of the stream and share your thoughts and let us know where you're tuning in from. And now let us look at the trailer for Zero to Hero.
因為係腦痙攣嘅問題，喺佢呢個年紀仲未識行，我相信佢可以行到嘅機會都好微。
行俾我哋，因為我哋攬住一齊死。行啊！
我係香港傷殘田徑隊嘅方 Sir， 我想邀請你個仔跟我哋田徑隊集訓。
上咩都做晒佢啊！我想跑得快啲啊！
佢跑第3棒一定好拔啦，放佢衝最後，大家就有機會攞牌。
啱啱同你衝過15秒。
喂啊，你行得比人慢咩？但係跑得比人快。
向前跑！我知終點向前跑啊！我知道我起步慢，但係呢個就係點解我要繼續去衝、繼續去追嘅原因，同我條命一樣，我就係要喺後邊追上嚟。輸在起跑線唔緊要啊，最緊要知道終點喺邊。
Welcome back. It is my pleasure to introduce Jimmy Wan, Han Su Ching, and joined with translator Kevin Ma. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Congratulations, and thank you for joining us. I want to start with Jimmy and ask about the legacy of this person. He is really, I think, for sure, one of the most famous Paralympians in history. What was your personal connection to him? And can you tell us what is his legacy like in Hong Kong?
其實好有趣嘅一件事就係，首先我當日好想開拍呢個故事嘅時候，其實我發覺我身邊好多朋友並唔係咁認識蘇樺偉或者咁記得蘇樺偉呢個人。雖然佢曾經喺香港攞咗好多嘅獎項啊，世界上都攞咗好多獎項。咁我覺得呢樣嘢係好導致我更加想拍呢個故事。
So the interesting thing is that when I want to tell the story, I realized that a lot of people around me actually did not know or did not remember about the story of So Wa Wai.
同埋另一件事就係，我覺得佢同佢媽咪嘅奮鬥嘅故事好值得，特別係香港人去再記得返呢個故事，因為佢哋嗰份精神真係，即使佢哋 from zero to hero 就係佢哋由一開始落後嘅一個生命，慢慢去成就咗佢哋嘅人生。我覺得呢件事好值得我哋去灌輸俾更多嘅觀眾去認識佢哋呢份精神。
Also, I think the story of Wa Wai and his mother is really worth telling because it really embodies the idea of from zero to hero, starting from adversity and getting ahead. So I think this is a story that is really worth telling and for people to remember.
Can you talk a little bit about the development of the film? Did it take a long time? the writing process, the casting?
係始終都係因為一個based on 一個真人真事嘅故事啊。咁佢哋嘅人生其實講緊，當我去了解佢哋、接觸佢哋嘅時候，其實佢哋已經係去到蘇華偉已經30幾歲。咁其實一個30幾年嘅一段人生嘅故事，我哋需要搜集好多嘅資料，關於佢哋同埋佢哋身邊嘅人經歷咗咁多嘅事情，跟住再將咁多嘅碎片變成一個劇本，咁所以花嘅時間都好長。再者就係我哋因為始終係一個真人真事嘅故事，能夠揾到一個合適嘅演員去演繹，我哋覺得先可以開拍呢個電影。所以最後好幸運地遇到吳君如同埋其他所有戲中嘅演員，佢哋好適合演繹到呢個戲裏邊嘅角色，所以我哋最終經歷咗一段差唔多接近10年嘅時間，先能夠完成到呢個故事。
So yeah, I mean, this is based on a true story, and by the time we started developing it, So Wa Wai was already in his 30s. So we're talking about a story that spans 3 decades. So that means a lot of research and a lot of talking to people around him, people that know him. And then it's taking all those episodes and turn it into a film script. That took a long time. And we're also really lucky to have found Sandra and the rest of the cast who really played their roles really well. So the entire project from beginning to completion took about 10 years.
Wow. I want to include Han Su Ching in the conversation and ask, was there a process over that 10 years? Was there a process of the filmmakers like Jimmy gaining your trust, the trust that they needed from you to tell really your story as well?
導演咧，即係Jimmy 啊，咁佢就應該喺8、9年前咧咁就開始認識我哋。咁呢8、9年之間咧，就不斷咁約我哋出嚟食嘢啊、飲茶啊、見面啊咁樣。咁每次我哋出嚟咧，佢都問我後生啊、年青時候咧嗰啲好多關於我後生嘅嘢。咁佢即係可能佢有心收集呢啲資料啦，咁我就即係我自己嘅人生我就好易講嘅啫。咁佢因為咧呢8、9年之間咧，佢即係見我次數多，咁問下啲嘢，問得多，我自己都唔記得咗噶啦。但係佢又記住晒咯，點點滴滴都寫低晒啊，記住晒啊咁樣。咁呢個過程都幾漫長㗎，阿導演都幾有毅力㗎。
So係你講，你繼續講。
咁當時個心態咧就係諗住即係佢攞資料啫，未必拍得成嘅。即係我自己嘅心態就唔係幾相信一套即係勵志電影咧能夠喺香港咧成功咁上映啦。咁當時就抱住你問我資料我就俾你啦咁樣係慢慢諗唔到嗰個拍得成一套戲，仲要係揾到君如咧親自擔任我角色，因為我當初諗住君如咁後生咁靚女，即係叫佢扮我一個即係超出佢年齡咁多嘅人咧，即係一件好難為嘅事。咁所以我都當時都抱住唔係幾信佢會扮我嘅咁後尾咧又即係佢哋真係可能為眼識英雄啊！真係即係佢做咗我呢個角色咧，真係好似即係佢嗰套戲出嚟咧，好似成個即係我自己個影子咁啊！好微小、好細小嘅嘢，甚至我平時我啲仔都未必會觀察得到嘅，佢都可以揣摩到我即係佢因為佢亦都見過我嘅見過我之前開拍之前咧見過我攞啲資料或者即係睇下我個平時個人嗰個一舉一動咁即係個過程就係咁樣咯。咁出咗套戲出嚟咧，我係諗唔到能夠俾到香港咁正能量咁好咯唔該晒。
Hi. So we met Jimmy approached me about 8 or 9 years ago. And over the years, we met up for meals and we chatted a lot, and he collected a lot of information about me. And at the time, I only thought that I was giving him information and I was telling him so much that even I forgot what I told him. But then he actually remembered everything. He jotted down everything, and I thought I was just giving information to him. Telling him my story, which is easy because I didn't think that a film that is so positive would make it to screens in Hong Kong. But in the end, it actually happened. And I'm really amazed that they found a star like Sandra Ng to play me, because I thought, she's so pretty and young. I felt it would be difficult for her to play someone my age. But in the end, she really captured a lot of me. She even captured mannerisms that I don't think my sons knew about. So to see it completed and see her performance on the screen and to see the film give Hong Kong so much positive energy, it's something that's a real joy to me.
And she's wonderful in the film, and it's a complicated performance. It's a complicated life, But was there for Hong Soo, was there one thing really that you told her? Was there one key, most important thing that you told her as she was preparing to take on the role?
冇㗎，因為阿君如咧喺香港係一個好頂尖級嘅演員嚟嘅。佢係個認受性好高嘅，所以我自己唔係專業，所以我唔會俾呢方面嘅意見。唔該。
So no, because Sandra is one of the top actresses we have here in Hong Kong, and I'm not a professional, so I wouldn't give her that kind of advice.
I want to ask you both, but especially to start with Jimmy, about the 3 actors actually who are here. And I should mention, pardon if I get any of the pronunciation wrong, but Tin Lok Choi as the little boy, Ho Young Fung as the teenager, and then Chung Hang Long, who's very good, and I think probably has the most athletic job in the film. Can you talk about working with the 3 of them, especially with the actor playing him as an adult, and preparing them, going through the script, really trying to understand with them how to play this role?
其實好幸運地遇到呢3個演員，因為呢樣嘢都係我比較有決心要去喺呢個電影裏邊呈現唔同嘅階段嘅蘇華偉，因為我覺得唔同嘅階段嘅蘇華偉都好需要喺呢部電影裏邊印證到佢哋嗰個成就，所以最終都選擇用咗3個演員去演同一個角色，呢個係比較一個難度。Kevin， 你不如 translate 咗呢個先。
Okay, yeah, I knew that I had to get 3 different actors to play Wa Wai because I really had to capture him at different stages of his life leading up to his achievement. So it was very important for me, even though it was very challenging to get to have 3 different actors play him. So Wa Wai.
我首先講下蔡天樂啦，即係最細嗰個小朋友，其實佢同阿蘇華偉一樣，都係一個殘障嘅小朋友。佢當時拍攝嘅時候，其實佢都仲未行到路，但係我哋當時整個團隊都決定，覺得一定要揾一個接近蘇華偉一種可能肢體殘障嘅小朋友去演繹，因為喺嗰個階段4歲嘅小朋友，佢唔能夠演繹到一種殘障嘅一種肢體同埋心態，所以我哋好決心去揾咗一個嗰個同蘇華偉好接近，而好幸運地，我哋真係揾到一個咁嘅小朋友去演繹蘇華偉。
So I want to talk about Tin Lok first. At that time, we knew he is also a disabled child, and we knew that we had to find someone in a similar physical state because a 4-year-old child can't pretend to be in that physical state or in that psychological state. So we knew we had at the time actually Tin Lok still couldn't walk. So we knew we had to find, and we were lucky that we were able to find someone who was in that physical condition.
跟住就係年輕版嘅蘇華偉就係楊洋啦，咁我哋就係一個類似海選嘅方式去揾一個新嘅小演員去演繹一個 當時係戲中裏邊講緊13歲、14歲嘅一個小朋友。咁佢其實喺演戲方面唔係好資深，冇乜經驗，但係因為佢個心態好好，我覺得佢個心態係佢好想去做好呢件事，同埋好努力去鍛鍊點樣去演繹呢個角色。所以其實好幸運地又係遇到一個咁年輕嘅小演員，但係佢咁用心去做。但係最主要都係因為有梁仲恒呢個人。呢個演員去幫助佢，咁你翻譯佢。
So Mason, who plays the teenage Wa Wai, we found him through auditions, just like we would cast any young actor, and we were really lucky because he really wanted to play this role well, and so we were lucky to really have him, and he worked really closely with Learn Jong-han, who plays the adult Wa Wai, and together he and Jong-han really helped him to discover this, to find this performance, even though Mason wasn't very experienced at the time.
係啊，因為喺個過程裏邊，其實梁仲恒係一個好早期，我喺個 script 嘅開發嘅時候已經認識嘅一個朋友嚟嘅，因為我身邊有朋友知道我要有個咁嘅劇本進行緊嘅時候，已經有人佢哋已經不停推薦呢個人俾我認識，就話佢外形上高，好接近蘇華偉，同埋佢本身係一個舞台劇嘅演員，佢有好多年嘅一啲舞台劇同埋演戲嘅經驗，所以佢好適合去演繹呢個角色。當時我係覺得，我一見到佢同佢了解咗之後，我會覺得我必須要揾佢演，除非我呢個故事仲未喺佢可能未老之前，我仲揾到資金。如果唔係，我就一定揾佢做嘅。
So Jong-han, he's someone that was actually recommended to me very early on when people knew that I was writing the script, because he physically very much resembled So Wa Wai, and Jong-han is also a very experienced stage actor. So early on, I knew that I had to cast him, unless it took me so long to find the funding that that he got too old for it. But except for that, unless that happened, I knew I had to cast him.
仲有少少補充就係喺個過程裏邊，梁仲恒扮演咗一個好重要嘅角色，因為佢無論佢本身演繹蘇亞偉嘅時候，因為佢有好深厚嘅舞台劇嘅基礎，咁佢對發聲同埋肢體嘅一啲運用咧，好有佢嘅想法。咁最後，因為其實如果大家了解真正嘅蘇亞偉嘅時候，其實佢講嘢，大家可能聽落去未必咁容易聽得到清楚佢講咩。咁但係我哋唔可以喺一部電影裏邊咁樣去傳譯一個對白，一個咁嘅角色。所以最後我同梁仲恒一齊揾咗一個方法，就係點樣揾咗一種説話嘅方法，令到觀眾覺得佢好似我哋認識嘅蘇亞偉，而大家又好清楚聽到佢對白。
So one very important role that Jong-han did was that because he's an experienced stage actor, which means he had a lot of ideas about physical movement and voice. The real So Wa Wai, the way he speaks is not really easily understandable to everyone, but we couldn't portray that 100% accurately in the film. So Jong-han and I actually worked out a way for him to recreate that voice without losing that sort of understandability. So that was a very important role that he played.
我仲有少少想補充，就係除咗佢自己揾咗一種演繹嘅方式之外，佢仲要同年輕版嘅蘇亞偉洋洋一齊去合作，去令到洋洋都能夠演繹到去揾出嚟嗰種演嘅方式。同時間佢哋好好嘅一樣嘢就係，無論有冇大家嘅氣氛，佢哋都會喺現場去一齊參與個拍攝，令到大家可以清楚大家點樣去演同一個人生。呢樣嘢係好 appreciate 嘅嘢。
So another thing that Jong-han did was that he worked very closely with Mason, the teenage Wa Wai, to essentially to go over to share the same mannerisms that So Wa Wai, to have a consistent performance. So what they did was that they would be on the set for each other's scenes to make sure that their performances were consistent, and that's something that I really appreciate.
It's wonderful. I mean, it is very seamless between the two actors. And I want to sort of ask a bit of the same question to Hong Soo. I mean, it's probably weird to see yourself portrayed by Sandra Eng on screen, but also to see your son portrayed by 3 different actors. What was the experience like of I'm assuming you met the 3 boys and sort of looking for similarities between the 3 of them and also, of course, between them and your son?
實際呢3位演員咧，佢演繹蘇華偉喺不斷嘅階段咧，呢3個都做得真係好似啊嚇，因為蘇華偉係真係成4、5歲先至識行啦嚇，咁以前就真係我係真係有逼過佢學行啊咁樣，咁啊到佢中段時間年青嘅嗰個蘇華偉咧，嗰個模仿力又係真係好強，真係好似蘇華偉嗰陣時嘅一舉一動。大咗嗰個咧，又係都係似嘅，真係一睇到呢3個嘅角色咧，真係令我諗翻起我以前後生嗰陣時，即係嗰陣時嗰種情景，即係湊住蘇華偉，因為佢真係太似啦，因為太似就令我諗翻起以前所有嘅嘢湧晒出嚟嚇，好多謝佢哋演繹得阿蘇華偉嗰個人生咁似。
The 3 actors really resembled my son. For example, the child Tin Nok, just like Wai Wai also didn't learn how to walk until he was 4 or 5, and I had to really force him to learn how to walk. The teenage Wai Mason, he also really picked up a lot of Wai Wai's mannerism, and so did Dong Han. I mean, all 3 of them were brilliant, and actually watching them really brought back a lot of memories of me taking care of Wa Wai over his life, and yeah, it was really amazing.
I mean, it really is. The movie is really a love story between the mother and son. But I did want to ask Hong Soo if you had any comment to some of the things that I've read. People have called you Tiger Mom. Do you have any comment to that?
係咩貓啊？唔好意思啊。
虎媽。
虎媽，哦。
係。
我前半段咧，即係都係好艱苦嘅，覺得啊。個人生一路咁樣走過嚟咧，不管喺心身啊、經濟啊方面咧，都好艱苦嘅。啊，咁而家啲仔大咗啦，啊，同埋呢套電影咧。上咗出咗之後咧，我係即係覺得幾苦，我都係覺得值得嘅嚇。苦雖然係苦，但係即係我都人生我係相信咧，明天始終係有希望嘅啊！多謝。
So actually, the first half of my life was very difficult, mentally and financially. It was very difficult, but when the film came out, when I saw the film, I realized that all those difficulties were worth it. It really showed that there is hope tomorrow. So that's what I think.
Jimmy, I wanted to ask about the title of the film. I know we see the film's title as Zero to Hero, but is there a different, if in the translation from Cantonese, is there a different title that the people seeing the film in Hong Kong will be reading when they see it?
其實中文就係一個媽媽的神奇小子。咁點解當時用呢個中文嘅 title 就係、其實因為神奇小子係喺大家好認識蘇華偉一個身份嚟嘅，因為佢有一個好多香港人都會叫佢嘅一個綽號。咁一個故事係關於佢同佢媽媽嘅奮鬥故事，所以用咗一個咁嘅中文。但我反而相對地覺得英文更加傳譯到呢個故事嘅精神。Zero to Hero 係我哋一齊喺拍攝嘅中途諗出嚟嘅，當時仲未有呢個英文名。反而我覺得 Zero to Hero 更傳譯到呢個故事，就係 唔單止蘇華偉，其實蘇媽同時間都係 from zero to hero。當佢有個咁嘅小朋友嘅時候，其實佢嘅人生都好似跌咗一個谷底咁樣。咁最後憑佢哋兩個一齊之間嘅一個奮鬥，令到佢哋最後成為咗一個英雄，成為咗喺人生裏邊得到好有成就嘅一個人生。
So the actual original Chinese title, it translates to Mom's Wonder Boy, because Wonder Boy is Wa Wai's nickname here in Hong Kong. A lot of people know him by that nickname. And of course, the story about him and his mom. So therefore, this Chinese title. But I think the English title, Zero to Hero, really better conveys the film's spirit, because it's not only Wa Wai, but also Mrs. So also embodies that spirit of Zero to Hero. So even though we didn't have the English title during production, I feel like this title actually conveys the film's spirit better.
You know, and also I just mentioned that it's really a story about the mother and the son, but it also is a sports film. So I did want to ask Jimmy about recreating these enormous races. I mean, we actually see in the opening of the movie and at the end as well, the bird's nest from Beijing 2008, the Paralympic Games there. What was there any strategy to the way you approached as a director the racing aspect of the movie?
其實拍攝呢個運動場面嘅過程都幾艱辛，因為我哋其實唔係一部好大資金嘅電影，咁牽涉到一啲大場面嘅運動型比賽，兼且佢係一個年代。嗰時最後期嘅運動比賽都係08年，所以其實要揾咗好多資料，一啲以前比賽嘅畫面啦，跟住可能問翻蘇華偉佢哋當時拍攝，或者佢哋嘅隊友或者佢嘅教練比賽嘅時候嘅一啲感覺啊，令到我哋可以將所有過往嘅片段，再加佢哋傳譯嘅一啲感覺，令到我哋可以將嗰個場面拍到出嚟。
Yeah, we're not a very we don't have a big budget, and yet we have to shoot a lot of these sort of big scale races, and also we're shooting something from the past. I mean, the final race took place in 2008, so we had to do a lot of research, and we also talked to Wa Wai and also his teammates and his coach to sort of to try and get that feeling of what it was like to compete in those races. So it took a lot of effort. It was very difficult.
我都想補充少少，就係即係除咗拍攝呢啲比賽之餘，其實我哋好想呈現到唔同年代嘅一個殘奧會嘅比賽之餘，就係我哋好想將唔同嘅一啲拍攝嘅方式去擺喺唔同嘅比賽上高，例如我哋選取咗第一次參加比賽嘅一個4×100嘅接力，咁我哋用咗好多好碎嘅分鏡，令到嗰件事好有節奏感。跟住去到第二場比賽嘅時候，係當蘇亞偉自己喺200米裏邊呈現一種叫做後來居上，就係佢逐一咁追過好多嘅對手，而最後成為咗第一個衝線嘅人嘅時候，我哋用咗一個長鏡頭嘅拍攝。咁去到最尾係一場其實情感嘅大於比賽嘅一場戲，所以我哋用咗好大段嘅montage 去令到佢將佢嘅人生同段比賽混合咗一齊去呈現。
So one thing I want to add is that for each race, we use a different style to bring those races to life. For example, in the 4x100 meter relay race, we use a lot of quick cuts and a lot of different shots to get that very quick rhythm. And for the solo race, we want to show him, So Wa Wai, starting from the back and slowly overtaking one racer at a time. So we capture that in a single long take. And for the last race, because that was really more about emotional rhythm, and so we took a lot of, we intercut it with different footage, and we turned it into a very emotional montage.
That's wonderful. So just one last question. earlier Hansu said that this is a very positive film. It's a film that makes you feel good. So I want to ask Jimmy about the selection. That it's been chosen. Congratulations as the official entry from Hong Kong for the Oscars, and just your feelings. I'm sure very proud, but also very proud because it's a film that really is touching and makes you want to sort of cheer, as opposed to some other types of movies. But just to comment on that.
其實首先能夠將佢哋兩母子嘅人生轉化成一部電影，將佢哋咁正面嘅信息帶到俾觀眾，已經係一件我好開心嘅事，因為喺香港要開發一部呢類型嘅電影並唔係容易。你先。
So first of all, I'm very glad that I was able to tell this really positive story about So Wa Wai and Mrs. So to the audience. I mean, to get a film like this made is already very difficult in Hong Kong.
係啦，同埋其實我好相信佢哋兩個嘅故事，佢哋兩個嗰份精神係好值得更多嘅觀眾去認識到或者接收到。咁今次能夠代表香港參加奧斯卡，係令到我哋呢部電影有更好嘅機會，令除咗香港嘅觀眾，世界各地嘅觀眾都更加可以接觸到。呢樣嘢係我最開心嘅地方 ，as 一個創作者。
So I think that this story is something that's really worth showing to other people, telling to other people, for other people to hear. So for this film to represent Hong Kong at the Oscars, gives it a chance to be seen by more people, for more people to hear this story, and that's something that I really happy about.
And lastly, just to ask something of the same question to Mrs. So. First of all, say hello from all of us to your son, and wish him well. But also, what do you think about the potential for this movie to be seen by many, many people, some of whom maybe don't know this story at all, and will be experiencing this story for the first time?
我實際好開心媽媽的神奇小子呢套戲咧，能夠代表香港去角逐奧斯卡嘅，希望令到咧呢套戲咧，讓全世界嘅人咧更加認識香港。香港係一個好美麗嘅地方，我亦都好衷心多謝電影公司所有嘅人包括老細啦、君如啦、導演啦，仲有好多嘅人
Yes, so I'm so happy that this film Zero to Hero will be representing Hong Kong at the Oscars, and that this story will be seen by so many people. And I'm really grateful to everyone here at the company, and of course to Sandra, to the director, and to everyone involved with the film.
Well said. And thank you all again so much, and congratulations on the film, which is now going to be seen by many, many people. So thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And thank you everybody else for joining us, and it was great to have you all. And be sure to take advantage of our free trial to TheWrap Pro and be the first to know about upcoming Wrap screenings and events. And you can also register for screenings and catch up on any past screenings and much more by visiting TheWrap.com and going to the screenings tab. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.